Hello students, today we'll see the fourth part of Unit 2 Geography. So far we have completed the active agents, that is water, wind, glaciers, etc. So the active agents that creates the landforms by erosion and deposition. So we have completed the groundwater and river. Now we'll start with the glacier, that is erosional landforms of glacier. Glaciers are powerful erosive agents. Some of the important erosional landforms are cirque, Eretz, Matterhorn, U-shaped valley, hanging valley, Jots, etc. Most of these glacial features are predominantly seen in countries like Switzerland, Norway, etc. So glacier is also an active erosive agent. So cirque, Eretz, Matterhorn, U-shaped valley, hanging valley and Jots. So these are the landforms which are created by the erosion of glacier. So these type of landforms are seen in the countries like Switzerland, Norway, etc. Cirque. The glacier erodes the steep side walls of the mountain and forms a bowl-shaped armchair-like depression. It is termed as cirque. Listen here. If this is a mountain, the steep side walls, that is the vertical side walls of the mountain, are eroded by the glacier and then it forms a structure like this. So the structure is similar to a bowl-shaped armchair. So this structure is named as cirque. So the vertical sides of the mountain is eroded by the glacier and it forms a bowl-shaped armchair. So it is known as cirque.
This is cirque.
Arete. Arates are narrow ridges formed when two cirque walls join together back to back and forms narrow knife-like ridges. So arates means two cirque walls joined together back to back. So imagine this is one cirque wall. So this is a shape of an armchair and this is another cirque wall. If these two mountains are joined and then it creates a narrow ridge in between. So it is known as arete. Clear? When two cirque walls join together back to back, it creates a structure of narrow ridge or a knife-like ridge. So it is known as arates.
This is arete.
Pyramidal peak. The pyramidal peak formed when three or more cirques meet together. For example, Matterhorns. So listen here. Normally a mountain looks like this, no? So if three or more cirques meet together, three or more cirque shapes join together, it forms the pyramidal peak. So this is one cirque, this is one thing and that is one thing. So this is a pyramidal peak.
This is pyramidal peak.
U-shaped valley. When the glacier moves down along a river valley, the valley further gets eroded deep and wide to form a U-shaped valley. Listen here. Two mountains are there. In between the two mountains, a river valley is already existed there. Okay, the river valley is already existed there. When the glacier, it moves through the river valley, it gets eroded. The valley gets eroded. It gets deep and widened and it forms a U-shaped valley.
This is U-shaped valley.
So in between these two mountains, already one valley is there and it is called as main valley. So another one valley is created by the tributary glacier. So this valley will hang over the main valley. So this is known as hanging valley. So the valley which is created by the tributary glacier hangs over the main valley is known as hanging valley.
This is hanging valley.
The next heading is fjords. Fjords are glacial valleys that are partly submerged in the sea. So see here, the glacial valley that meets the sea is known as fjord.
This is fjords.
Moraine. Landforms formed by the glacial deposits of valley or continental glaciers are termed as moraines. They are of various shapes and sizes like ground, terminal and lateral moraines, etc. So the materials that are eroded by the glacier is deposited in a place, and that particular place is called moraine. In simple words, materials deposited by glacier. So the materials which are deposited by glacier is called moraine. So the moraine has various shape and sizes. So each and every moraine has each shape and sizes, and it has various types. They are ground, terminal and lateral moraines.
This is moraines.
Drumlin, basket of egg topography. Drumlins are deposits of glacial moraines that resemble giant inverted teaspoons or half-cut eggs. So the glacial moraines are deposited in a place, and the structure of that deposit is similar to the structure of inverted teaspoon or half-cut eggs. So see here, the structure would be like this. If this is the landform, the deposits of glacial moraines that is similar to the structure of an inverted teaspoon or half-cut eggs, like a semicircle. Okay, it is known as drumlin.
This is drumlin.
Esker. Long narrow ridges composed of boulders, gravel and sand deposited by streams of melting water which run parallel to a glacier are called eskers. Listen here, when the glacier melts, so it consists of boulders, gravel means small stones and sands. Okay, so when the glacier melts, it consists of these materials and it forms a long narrow ridges which is parallel to the glacier. If this is the glacier, this is the long narrow ridge which is named as eskers. So the materials which are deposited by the glacier that forms a long narrow ridge, and the long narrow ridge is parallel to the glacier. So this landform is known as eskers.
This is eskers.
Outwash plain. An outwash plain consists of glacial sediments deposited by the melting ice at the terminus of a glacier. It appears as an extensive accumulation of sand, gravel and silt. So when the ice of the glacier, so the glacier that consists ice, no. So when the ice melts, it consists of the sediments. So the sediments are deposited. So it is known as outwash plain. So these sediments consist of accumulation of sand, gravel and silt. So when the ice that melts, it consists of sediments. So the sediments are deposited. It is known as outwash plain. So the sediments consist of accumulation of sand, gravel and silt. What do you mean by accumulation? A large quantity of something, no. So a large quantity of sand. Accumulation of sand means a large quantity of sand. Accumulation of gravel means a large quantity of gravel which is collected in a place. That is known as accumulation.
This is outwash plain.
So we have learned the landforms which is created by the glacier in the erosional and depositional way. Now we'll see the wind. So wind. When air blows horizontally at or near the earth's surface is called wind. The erosional, transportation and depositional action of wind is predominant in arid regions. This is called as Aeolian process. So we know what is wind, right? So when the air blows horizontally on the earth's surface is called wind. So the landforms which is made by the wind action in erosional way, transportational and depositional way. So these landforms made by wind can be seen in arid regions, that is desert region. So this is called as aeolian process. Erosional landforms of wind. Some of the erosional landforms of wind are mushroom rocks, Inselbergs and yardangs. Mushroom rock. Rocks are made up of hard and soft layers. When a rock's bottom is soft, the sand-laden winds blow against it and it wears it down. By the constant wearing down action of the wind, the bottom gets eroded away to form a mushroom-like structure. This is called a mushroom or pedestal rock. Such rocks are found near Jodhpur in Rajasthan. So generally rocks are made up of hard and soft layer. So if the bottom of the rock is made up of soft layer and the top is made up of hard layer. So when the wind blows, the bottom layer, that is the soft layer, gets eroded by the wind and the top remains stable. So it creates a structure which is similar to mushroom. So this is called mushroom or pedestal rock. So the soft layers of the rock are eroded by wind. The hard layer is remain stable. It creates a structure of mushroom. So this is known as mushroom rock.
This is mushroom rock.
Inselberg. Inselberg is a German term which means an island mountain. Certain hard rocks like igneous rocks are more resistant to wind action. Such isolated residual hills rising abruptly from their surroundings are termed as Inselbergs. For example, Uluru or Ayers Rock, Australia. So Inselberg is a German word. So the meaning of Inselberg is island mountain. So some hard rocks are there, some type of hard rocks are there like igneous rocks. So these type of hard rocks are not eroded by the wind. So it will be more stable, it will be more resistant to wind action. So such hard rocks are known as Inselbergs. So these rocks will be rising abruptly from their surroundings. So these rocks will not eroded by the wind. So it remains stable and this type of rock is known as Inselberg.
This is Inselberg.
Yardang. In arid regions, certain rocks have hard and soft layers arranged vertically. When wind blows over these rocks, the soft layers get eroded, leaving irregular crust. These are called yardang. So in the desert region, the soft and hard layers of rock are arranged vertically. So when the wind blows, the soft layers are eroded. So the remaining structure is seen to be a irregular crust. So it is not even, it is irregular. So irregular crust is known as yardangs.